is Marcella. I'm a mother of four, two boys, two girls. I also have a grandson. I am 38 years old and I live in Apple Valley, California. I grew up in Ontario, California. I was actually born in Upland and I was raised in Ontario. Went to school out there up until junior high. And then my parents moved me up here in Hesperia. My parents moved me up here. I was the only child and all my family was out there. A lot of them were involved in gang activity and I started following that path, and my dad didn't want me to go the same route, so he was told by a friend up here that this is a good area to raise your families. In 2018, I had just started a brand new job with the county. During that time as well, in 2018, November 21st, my dad got sick and passed away. And 2 weeks after that, I received a letter in the mail from the courts that I was being charged with 5 counts of welfare fraud. And that was very scary. The judge, told me, you could get 3 years prison, but you've never been in trouble. He goes, you're working and I don't feel like you going to prison is going to be beneficial. So he said, I'm going to go ahead and give you 5 years, which is the max for supervised probation. I just felt alone. I remember I took the day off work and I was crying, and my family came home and I said, this is what's going on. I was convicted and unfortunately I'm on supervised probation. We can't go anywhere. And it was stressful for my kids, still being teenagers, having to worry if someone's gonna come knock on our door.
Hi, baby.
My daughter, she gave birth to my grandson in Texas, and I wasn't able to go out there for the birth because of the restrictions. I had applied for a warehouse job up here. I told him, I'm gonna be honest right now, I am a felon, and he was like, no, I wanna give you a chance. I started off as a warehouse worker and I'm now an operations manager for the warehouse. They had asked, hey, can you go out here and we're gonna start, we want you to train the new managers on the software and then the computer, every state's different. And that's when I told them, I told you guys I was a felon, and unfortunately I'm on probation, I can't leave state. And so that was hard because I really wanted to do it. I really wanted to go out there and help and train people, and I wasn't able to because of probation.
Every year or two, it was something that always brought me back to ground zero, and it was probation.
I listened to Meek Mill, and I seen that he posted on his story one day, Reform Alliance, and I'm like, let me just go to Instagram and look. So I went on Reform Alliance and I seen that AB 1950 was passed in California. I contacted my lawyer and it was still new. It had just came out a couple days prior, and he was like, well, I don't know if that applies for you because you've already been convicted. I said, can we try it? And he's like, give me a few months. The judge said, I'm gonna go ahead and override your probation officer report. You've been good the last 2 years. You've never been in trouble. So I'm gonna go ahead and let you off. So that was a huge relief. I cried, but happy tears, and my lawyer was happy. The DA said, we have no reason for her to stay on. She's complied with everything we needed her to do. Honestly, I felt like I was able to breathe. I was just so excited. I wanted to call my family, but I was like, let me wait till I get home. But I went back to work first, and my bosses were there, and they're all hugging me, and they had a cake, and the first thing I told my boss was I'm able to help you guys. I'm able to go out of state. So they're actually offering the opportunity for me now to go help them. I went home, they had a cake for me, they made dinner, and it was just a really joyous moment. It was very much needed. I know from the beginning how I felt, very hopeless and depressed being convicted, and I felt like I'm not gonna get anywhere. I'm getting older and my life is just falling apart. I wanted people to know it's not over. There's so much more you could do, and don't ever give up and lose hope because there's always something better. And I could tell you that with 100% honesty, life's not over. Things will be better for you.